That's right. Back at it again, Full Custom Hot Dog here doing a movie review. That's right. We're going to be talking about the film Oxygen from 2021, directed by Alexandre Aja or Aya. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this film Oxygen is going to be kind of rough to talk about, as there's a lot of details here that could be easily spoiled, and I will try to maneuver around them thusly. So you don't have to hear spoilers from me, and you can just watch this and then hopefully go see the movie. I don't need to talk about the spoilers. Some movies, I have issues with things and they lie in the spoilers, and thus it's hard to talk about it without the spoilers. But this one is solid. This is a rock solid film. Highly recommended. You can even stop this right now and go watch it. This is great. But what this is essentially a bottle film entirely taking place inside a single location. In this case, a cryogenic chamber. And, well, let's see what IMDb says. A woman wakes in a cryogenic chamber with no recollection of how she got there. As she's running out of oxygen, she must rebuild her memory to find a way out of her nightmare. So, yes, that is correct. So like I mentioned, she wakes up in a cryogenic chamber and has to know where she is. She's not even sure when she is, and that's kind of the fun, is discovering and unraveling this mystery with her. Now, one thing, I notice a lot of people do not like to read movies. They don't like subtitles. They can't handle subtitled films straight up. That's okay. I'm not here to shame you, but the way I watched this was subbed. I do not know if Netflix has it on their dubbed. I don't think it does. So, just a little precaution there before you just jump into this. But it's a solid flick. Alexandre, by the way, is a fantastic filmmaker. If you're not familiar with what he's done, he did High Tension, probably one of the earliest examples that we had over here of French extremism. He also did the Hills Have Eyes remake. More recently, he did Crawl. Also directed Piranha 3D. Alexandre works very well with gore and tension. He's great at building it. A lot of people say the Hills Have Eyes remake is better than the original. I think I'm inclined to agree. It's been a while since I've seen either, honestly, but I do remember thinking the Hills Have Eyes remake is just incredibly gnarly. And the original is pretty rough itself, but I do recall the Hills Have Eyes remake being a bit of an improvement. But taking that and putting that type of energy, dealing with tension and high stakes, and putting that into somewhere as small and confined as what's basically a coffin. And it's amazing the things he could do. Now, this is not like that Ryan Reynolds movie, Buried, where he's underground and he's just constantly on the phone and you're just kind of waiting to see what happens. There's a little bit more to it than that, as this is a bit more of a sci-fi film. So, yes, our lead is making some phone calls to the help of this smart cryogenic chamber, talking to this blue pattern, I guess you'd say, and making calls out and calling to people, and just to try to figure out what's going on, you know? And also during this, there might be times where her heart rate's too high. She's stressing out. She's in panic mode. At which point, this cryo chamber will try to inject her with something to calm her down, which would put her into a nap. But the problem with that is her oxygen is running out in this thing. So if she were to sleep, she's probably going to die due to lack of oxygen. So there's a lot of tension built up there. She's also kind of hallucinating a bit at times. So you are kind of battling a bit with what's real and what's not. It's some genuinely palpable things there. All of that, of course, in here with all of those things are mixed in with various flashbacks, so we can kind of form her story together. And it works very well. This is a very tense movie, and by the end, it's a very satisfying conclusion. I really dug this flick. I liked where it took me. I liked the little twists and turns, and I definitely recommend this. If you have Netflix, pop this on. If you don't like to read, I don't know. Maybe have somebody read it aloud to you. I don't know. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Oxygen. Let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, I'm your host, Full Custom Hot Dog. You can follow me on Twitter, Full Custom Hot Dog with the last O, because that's just too long for Twitter. So, thank you all for watching, and until next time. If you like what you see,
I love what I see.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you can watch whatever comes next. And if you like the music you hear, you can follow me on SoundCloud and Spotify. Check the description for links.